How's everybody doing? Welcome back for Q&A session this Friday, start of Memorial Day weekend. So, a lot of people, we had a documentary yesterday, so we had a lot of questions from fans that people wrote in. So, we thought we'd try and get some of those together and answer them for everybody. So,
Yeah, let's get started here.
yeah.
So Scott, when did you realize your passion for media?
My passion for media. So back in 1999, 2000, I had sports bars and restaurants, and I used to watch CNBC, and I saw these people doing internet companies, and I just like every day you'd see a new internet stock that would just take off, and it's like an IPO at $10 a share, and it would close at $80, and I was just like, wow, that just seems so easy, and I kind of just started looking at it more, and just got intrigued by it, and from being in the restaurant business, and more brick and mortar businesses, it was just kind of a new frontier back then, and just more intrigued and kind of started with it, and it took me a little while. It definitely wasn't a big success from the get-go, but once I learned and figured it all out, and took it off, and then just always had the passion. But the thing that's hard with the internet is every year, 2 years, you just have to reinvent what you're doing. It's just always constantly changing.
Always evolving. What was the hardest transition between brick and mortar to internet?
Probably the hardest transition. It's just you're dealing with brick and mortar. You're dealing with a customer who's in front of you, and with the internet, you're dealing with a customer you've never seen. I mean, nowadays it's a lot different. With Facebooks and YouTubes, and people have profile pictures, so you can see what those people are doing. But back in the day, you get an order and you have
It's anonymous.
Yeah, very anonymous. I mean, like I said, nowadays there's a lot more stuff. There's retargeting. People know different things, and it's a totally different world. But back in the day, I mean, we'd get hundreds of orders a day on the products we were selling, and I mean, we didn't know anything about any of the people.
Okay. Another fan question, what do you like to do when you're not gambling?
Some of my hobbies is, I play hockey myself 1 or 2 days a week, and then, as everybody knows, I have twin boys that are 13 years old, so they're definitely a big chunk of my day, taking care of them, making sure they're occupied, and, the summer camps and trips, and, we always go on 1 or 2 big
grades are up?
Yeah, they all have good grades. I have one who has all A's and 1 B, and I have another one who has all A's and 2 B's. So,
that's great.
But yeah, they do really good, and I'm very proud of them and stuff.
Are you a risk taker in your day-to-day? I mean, in the casino, it's obvious from the videos, but from your day-to-day, are you a risk taker?
I've always in business like to take risks. I mean, it's obviously the risk is the reward has to outweigh what the risk is, and I mean, some work out and it worked out very well, and some don't always work out, but the last 8-10 years I've tried to be a lot more standard, more direct, of probably less risk tolerant, and try to take the safer route.
Avoid the ratio back a little.
Yeah, I'm not as big of a risk taker as I was at one point.
Okay, what are your goals ultimately for the Big Jackpot? I think that's where most of the questions are based off anyways, is Big Jackpot fans. And
I mean, we don't really have any set goal. Obviously, I want the channel to keep growing. It's kind of, it took off a lot faster than I ever imagined. So it's
like wildfire.
Like wildfire. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, it's interesting how when something on the internet hits and people get it into it, how it takes off. So it's obviously we're growing a lot faster than we expected. We're constantly getting different opportunities, and now offers for visiting other casinos and doing different things, and now it went from something of a fun hobby playing to now with fans and entertaining people, and so I think over time it's going to go different places. Obviously, like the shirt. I've been blown away by how many shirts we've sold in the first week and a half, and I just got this one. I like this one. This was actually designed by one of our fans, so it's pretty neat. It has my faces, has the jackpot symbols.
Don't get me wrong on this, but I thought I saw something on the internet about a wine bottle.
Yeah, somebody made a wine that's on
the logo looks similar.
So yeah, he's the same guy who designed this.
So there's Big Jackpot wine.
Well, I think it's just for his private selection. So he put it. We shared it. We have on our Facebook fan page. We shared his wine bottle. That's pretty cool. And instead of my picture, it has strawberries. So it's the Big Jackpot strawberry wine. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
So
has the intensity of your fans' enthusiasm from the beginning of all this jackpot stuff surprised you?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It was. I mean, you never know what to expect, and definitely, I've never, had. It's awesome, gambling and having so many people rally behind you, and wanting to see you do well. Of course, we do get, the occasional rude remark or comment, but
sure.
I mean that's common. You're always going to have people who, no matter what you do, aren't going to be happy with you. So.
Do you feel like that rallying behind you kind of maybe sparks you to take bigger risks while you're playing?
No.
Or you kind of just do your own thing anyways?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do my own thing. I mean, obviously, I'm playing some machines I normally wouldn't play because I want to appeal to the fans and give them a variety. If it was up to me, I definitely migrate towards the same machines, more often. But yeah, I mean, I've also found some other machines that I enjoy playing that I never played. So I mean, unfortunately, we're here in Colorado where the law, the maximum bet is $100. So a lot of the casinos here don't have the large amount. They don't have a large high dollar section. So there is a large variety of games in Colorado, but most of them are like $3-5 max bets.
Well, that's why I got the Vegas trip coming up.
Yeah. So next week in Vegas we can definitely have some really good stuff.
So the Big Jackpot has no bounds.
Yeah, we have no bounds.
What's the biggest jackpot you've ever hit? And thinking about that, describe how you felt while hitting it.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest one ever is at Paris, Las Vegas. It was like in the middle of the night. I think I was about half asleep when I was playing. Sure. And it was on a triple diamond machine, the $25 triple diamond, 2 coins, and it was for $62,500. So
$62,000 on one jackpot.
Yeah, so it was a $50 bet, and it paid $62,500. So that's my biggest one I've ever hit. I have hit a lot for $40,000 and $50,000 and stuff like that. But that's also on higher denomination machines. One thing a lot of people get confused is we do hit a lot more jackpots because we're playing a higher denomination. So I mean, when you're playing $5 or less per spin and you hit a hand pay, I mean it's a really big win. When you're paying $100, you're going to hit a lot more jackpots just because the bet amount's so high. So even simple playbacks could and you have to kind of imagine, like, if you're playing a $5 machine, or let's say it was a $10 machine, winning 120 isn't very uncommon. And it's the same thing if you're playing a $100 machine, winning 1,200 isn't very uncommon. So it's kind of the same ratio, but obviously it's more jackpots.
Yeah, the payout.
Or hand pays, I should say.
Oh, we got a live question from Mike.
Yeah.
In same line as what's your biggest jackpot? What's the most you've ever done on a single pull before?
Like bet?
Yeah, your single.
The most I've ever bet on a single pull?
Yeah.
The largest on a single pull I've ever bet is $1,000.
$1,000. And what game was that on?
That was at Caesar's Palace on a $500 2-coin machine.
Okay.
I think it may have been I think it was their either triple or double diamond.
Did that work out?
I did a few pull. I think I put about 5,000 into it and got nothing. And
I guess that's a good segue to one of our next questions. What is your best advice for someone with a gambling problem? Or to keep from having one? Maybe like steps to prevent that from developing?
I mean, obviously, different people have different addictive personalities and habits to what they do and like, and what catches on and doesn't catch on. So as far as that, I would say, I mean, you probably. Just like I always tell people, one is never play with what you don't have. Always make sure your bills are taken care of, your family, whatever obligations you have come first. gambling's for fun.
It's the extra you put in.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and like I tell people, I mean, gambling's not a business opportunity. If you need to pay your rent today, don't take the $200 that you have and plan on going to the casino to make rent money. I mean, it just, as much as I enjoy gambling, like a lot of people, unfortunately, the winners are, there's a lot more losers than there is winners, and that's why casinos give the perks and have they look so nice and have VIP suites and do stuff. I mean,
rope you in. It's the bait. So,
and there's people do have gambling. Even on our site, I think we mentioned there is places that people can turn. I think all states have gambler addiction hotlines and groups, and I mean it's like I said, everybody has different things, and you have to just take them in moderation, and it's for fun.
Back to casinos and what they offer to attract people and what sorts of things around them. What is the best or worst gambling trip you've had? I've had great trips and I've had bad trips. I mean, I've definitely had trips when I've lost over six figures, and I've had trips when I've won over six figures. So I mean, like I said, you have to remember because of the amounts that I'm gambling. Obviously the wins and the losses are going to be, bigger and smaller. Sure,
so it's the same thing. If you go to the casino with $100 and you come home with $1,000, it's a really, could be a very successful, great trip.
I got another live question from Wayne. It's a great question in reference to your last thing. How many 1099 forms do you think you get in a single year?
I had probably 1,000. I had a huge stack. The one nice thing is
how does that work though? Like when you leave a bet, you have a 1099 form.
So every jackpot you hit, they have to the state law and the federal law is they have to give you a 1099 for anything over $1,199.99. So that's why sometimes my enthusiasm at $1,200 jackpot isn't so, because by one penny it turns into a paperwork and a tax form. So but the nice thing, like in Vegas, they have quick pay, so you just punch in your code and can keep playing. Also, a lot of casinos, in Colorado they don't have it, but a lot of casinos have long forms also. So like if they don't have the quick pay, which is a newer technology, the slot host or attendant will just have a form, and every time you hit a jackpot, they just write on the form. Okay. So that way I don't get bogged down in paperwork.
So that stack is still pretty high, regardless of the buffer of help that they've created along the way. So what is your dream goal or moment while playing slots? I mean, obviously winning money is
my biggest goal is, obviously I'd like to hit a bigger jackpot than what I've hit. Maybe my goal is, but at the same time it has to be in moderation. I mean, obviously if I go play $1,000 machine, my odds of hitting a jackpot bigger than 62,500 is going to be a lot better. If you're playing a machine, for $10, my goal of hitting a jackpot, is going to be a lot lower.
Sure.
Like I said, my goal is to hit a bigger jackpot, and especially I'd love to have the biggest jackpot hit live online while playing. I mean, I think that would be
What's
fun.
the biggest jackpot while live playing so far that the big jackpot has seen?
So live, I think it's the $8,020 that we hit on the Shadow of the Panther machine.
Think you have a better chance of beating than Vegas with higher bet limits?
Oh yeah, I mean in Vegas, I mean hitting especially the Black Widow. I play that one at $750 a spin, and I hit that all the time for 25,000, 50,000. All the Black Widows on the screen is 50,000 on that one. So I mean that's a pretty common hit. Where in Colorado that one pays $3,750. So, but like I said, it's back to the same thing. It's all in, when you're betting large, you bet more money, we're gonna have a bigger and better jackpots.
The scale increases.
Yeah, the scale. Yeah.
So how did you start playing slots?
So I started playing slots, when I was, 20, right at 20, 21 years of age. I was in the vending machine business, and they had a trip to Vegas that I had won. Like the distributor had, if you buy so many vending machines, you get a trip. So I went out and had started playing, and then Colorado, right around the same time when I was about 2021, had just started the gambling here. So we had, but back then, up until 4 or 5 years ago, it was a max $5 bet.
So, back then you'd go up, we'd go play and, have little racks and like the $5 coins, and you had to like stack your coins. I mean, you spend half your time just counting coins,
sorting
and
stuff,
stacking,
right? Yeah.
and it was a mess. And then your hands were, just filthy black. I remember in the casinos,
You realize how dirty
people used to wear like
currency is.
gloves and stuff. The coins are so filthy. Yeah, I mean, definitely with the tickets and, paperless and everything nowadays makes it so nice.
Well, it allows you the free hands to put a camera up and
Yeah.
hit a button and stuff, right?
and stuff.
Besides slots, I mean, coming from back then into now, do you play other games or?
Yeah,
is it strictly
I do get that.
slots?
So I do play. I like blackjack a lot, and I do really well in blackjack. I also play baccarat and mini baccarat. I have played craps and roulette. I'm not as big of a crap roulette fan as earlier on. I think I liked it because they're easier games to play, but I definitely do always play blackjack when I'm in Vegas.
Cool. In Vegas or other casinos, I'm sure before all the gambling starts, I know you guys eat.
Yeah,
What has been your favorite meal in a casino?
in Vegas or like all over?
Let's do broad.
Broad. I mean, definitely in Vegas. Some of my top restaurants is I like Joe Stone Crabs at the Caesars Forum Shops. I like Prime Steakhouse in the Bellagio. I think they have it's a steak, good steaks, but I think they have one of the best lobster tails
Nice.
I've ever had. Also, at the Cosmo, I like Milo's a lot. It's really good. There's like really good crab cakes and some tahiki, like Greek, dish with cheese.
Yeah, the Milo special. It's,
Whatever you say it, however you say it.
I don't know.
Tzatziki.
Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, I mean, definitely have eating. Definitely for some reason casinos do seem to have some really good restaurants and choices to eat at. Yeah, here locally, we always eat at the White Buffalo Grill at the Lodge, and a lot of times too we'll hit the buffets.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you normally hit buffets or do you find better
I usually like
meal preferences in the
Yeah,
entrees?
I usually like the little better food at the Buffalo Grill, but yeah, some nights I mean it's an hour and a half meal, and it takes longer for a nicer meal. So sometimes we'll just hit the buffet quickly. And now in Vegas, some of the buffets are incredible. Like Caesar's Palace, that buffet there is amazing. I mean, it's like a 5-star buffet. I mean, it's like going to a steakhouse, but it's it's all on a buffet line. So I mean, there's definitely different qualities of food and from the buffets and restaurants.
So along the way in the Big Jackpot, Brian and T have come along and been a little bit more present in videos.
Mm-hmm.
What about the two of these guys makes them great companions on your trips to hit the slots?
Oh, I mean, definitely, it's fun to when you're going gambling and playing, to have your friends with you, and we also all work together, so coworkers. Also, I mean, they're very helpful. I mean, as the channel has taken off and grown, it's definitely one. T's does tremendous work moderating and helping and running around and doing stuff. Otherwise, I'd be off camera a lot. I had to try and keep up, or
Excuse me while I blah.
Well, especially
blah,
while we're playing live, and I think I was looking at some of the statistics. One of our live slot plays, we had over 18,000 chats. So so if you take
I can't even imagine
2 or 3 hours
that.
of playtime divided by, we're getting 100 messages a minute coming in, and it's anywhere from really good questions to something silly to boom to whatever people want to send to good luck to and I like it because I want to interact with my fans, and it is fun. But sometimes some of the machines if I have to have the camera a little further back, I can't see it, or so they'll let me know. And we are filming off of a phone, so the screen. I have a 2-inch screen, so I'm only seeing about 3 or 4 messages, and like I said, you have 100 messages a minute coming in.
Sure.
Even at 50 messages a minute, it's just very fast. So definitely fun, and Brian also likes to gamble. He's not as big of a gambler, but Brian likes to gamble, so I think some of the people enjoy. I think Brian's is building up a nice fan base.
Got a Brian video coming up this Sunday, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Compilation of greatest hits.
So
wow.
Yeah, it's a little competition to see who gets more likes on their videos. Me or Brian.
Yeah. Wish I would have saved some of my jackpot videos, because unfortunately, at my denominations of $3, $5, $10, I get a lot less than the Raja does on his polls.
I think this is a fan question, maybe one of our last ones here, but Christopher, last name starts with B. Will there be a private jet to Vegas or a penthouse? If so, they'd like to see video.
So we have flown private jets before and stuff for Vegas. Usually for Vegas, and a lot of times it's just easier to fly regular airlines. Usually we do fly business class, but and obviously, accommodations, are top notch, and we plan to share more. A lot of people have asked us about, vlogging and some
behind the
vlogging.
scenes kind of.
Yeah, more behind the
on
scenes
the
and
way,
some different stuff.
Sure.
So we definitely are going to, try and show it because a lot of people have asked. I'm not a big person like, about bragging and stuff. Like usually I go on it, but because now so many people are interested in watching. So we are going to, we will, on our Instagram. We have Instagram is the Big Jackpot Live, and also like our Facebook. So we'll definitely, YouTube makes it a little tougher because if it's not a video, it really doesn't work. But
Sure.
with, Instagram, we, can put the behind the scene pictures. We can be like, hey, we're here at this restaurant. This is, we just got a nice lot. Because like I said, a lot of people are interested. I mean, we're not doing it to show off, and that's not who we are.
People just want to.
Yeah, but people want to know. It's it's So I'm trying to accommodate everybody, and and also like a lot of people want to see it. And it is fun the behind the scenes in Las Vegas and the VIP stuff. We're also gonna. The main reason I'm going to Vegas this trip is for the $1 Million Point slot tournament at the Cosmo. So I'm definitely.
What is that exactly for people who don't know?
So basically, what the Cosmo had is. Anybody who earned in the previous 6 months of this year earned 1 million points or more
Okay.
playing the slot machine was qualified to be in this tournament. It's 100% free tournament, and then for every 250,000 points above a million, you got another entry. So if you had 1 million points, you have 4 entries.
Okay.
If you had 2 million points, you have 8 entries. I have about 2.5 million points, so I have 10 entries.
Damn.
So there's a $100,000 first place slot tournament. So if you had 1 million points, 10 million points, 1 billion points, you get 1 entry into the slot tournament. So I'm told it's somewhere between 15 and 20 people who qualified. So I don't think it's definitely not going to be more than 20 people.
Sure.
I'm told that. I mean, who knows? I'm hoping about 3 people show up.
Right.
And then we can all just say, hey, let's just split the prize, and we all win.
Everybody wins.
Yeah, we'll have our best trip to Vegas in a long time. No. But yeah, so that's the $1 million point, $100,000 winner take all slot tournament, and no cost. Casino pays the 100, no entry fee. Then there's a $100,000 drawing. So I think that's where the tickets are more. So I'll have 10 tickets. If somebody has 1 million points, they'll have 4 tickets. So I don't know how many. So I guess your odds are pretty good. If there's and you have to be present. So I mean, if 15 people are there, it could be 60 tickets. So somebody's gonna get another 100,000, and that's in casino play. So you get $100,000 in slot play in points to play with. And then they're also giving away, I think like a $60,000-$70,000, another drawing for a $60,000-$70,000 BMW.
Wow.
So if I get that, then I have to drive back home, and it can take another 8 hours.
Like gotta sell my plane ticket.
Sell my plane ticket. No, so yeah, so
Or
the other
Brian can
prize
take 2 seats.
Chances are I would sell the car for him in Vegas.
Oh.
I'd be sending Brian over to the pawn shop to get rid of it.
Gotcha. You pawn the car? Like, I don't think there's a big
No.
profit margin there. Just kidding.
No.
Oh, we got a lot of questions live.
Sure.
Yeah.
About the $100,000 slot tournament. Are you going to be filming that live?
We are definitely going to try to. We've been cleared by the Cosmo to film. Obviously, depending who else is in the room and
Consent.
internet connections. I mean, we'll definitely have footage from the tournament. Obviously, if there's other people in there who don't want to be, obviously we're not going to go film people who don't want to be filmed or shown, and just try and show our play in it. But obviously we'll follow any rules, or we're not out to do anything to get us thrown out of the Cosmo.
Right on.
So should be good. And then we're hoping this hopefully Sunday we'll hit 10,000 subscribers. We're about 100 people away from 10,000 subscribers. So it's been crazy.
Think we can do that over the Memorial Day weekend?
I don't know. It's slowed down subscriber growth over the holiday weekend. That's for sure. Less people are online watching videos. I know a lot of the Bomb Squad fans are going to be in casinos. And definitely all of you going gambling this holiday weekend. Good luck. hope everybody wins big, and and always also on Facebook too. Always send us your jackpots. We love people sending. I get a lot of pictures now. Send us your jackpots, your videos. If you ever want us to share your video and you hit a big jackpot, share it in. Let us know. We're happy to post it. And we're thinking about maybe even having like a fan of the day. Whoever sends us their best jackpot or something we'll share.
Any advice for future gamblers or slot players?
Just remember, like I said, it's not a make money opportunity. Have fun, enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to have fun. I mean, it's don't get stressed out if you lose. Don't change your whole life to gamble. Just enjoy it. Make the best of it. It's not a business opportunity. I can't stress that enough.
Been asked multiple times, do you have a tour planned for this upcoming summer, upcoming year? If so, when and where? Been about 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
Have been asking.
So we are planning to come out to more casinos. We're also looking at just some sporadic stuff. Maybe on like some weekdays or weekends. We've had so many casinos reaching out to us, and slot hosts and VIP hosts, and from all over, and as well as fans who want to gamble. So we are definitely going to launch some guest appearances in different casinos throughout the country. And I know we have 3 of them lined up as of right now this summer that we're going to that have never allowed live filming in them.
Wow, and they're changing that now because of the Big Jackpot.
Yeah, I think definitely some of it's from us.
Yeah.
I think we also go through the right channels to get it done. I don't know if they're going to allow filming for everybody in the casinos. I'm sure in 10 years from now, everybody will just do what they want, and your glasses will have your camera, and everything in your life is going to be on camera. But today it's still a little different. But yeah, so we do have several really big casinos throughout the country that have now approved us, that we've been working with. So we're going to be some of the first stuff ever to be shot live in these casinos. We're also going to do some like group pools or play together stuff. Maybe when we go to some of these places, I'll take the first 40 or 50 people who want us join us and buy them all dinner. Or, have some. We're gonna have some fun. I mean, we have a lot of stuff planned.
Hopefully they're not there just for the dinner, right?
Yeah, I'm sure the casinos would like them to be there for other stuff. No, I mean, like I said, it's fun. I think in Vegas we have some stuff. We're gonna be on the Strip passing out Big Jackpot cards to people to let them know about our channel. We're trying to get some new fans and promote it. Obviously we want the channel to keep growing. We're like I said, we'll definitely be at 10,000 subscribers over the weekend or by Monday, and hopefully by the time we get back from Vegas, we'll be at 15,000 subscribers.
So what day does Vegas start?
So we will we go to Vegas on Thursday, June 1st, and that night will be our first night gambling in Vegas. So we'll probably start out a little slower, and as we're in Vegas, we'll lead up to the bigger machines. I gotta keep it a little suspenseful.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know. I have so many requests to do. There's a $100 Wheel of Fortune. I get that one all the time, so I want to do that. I have a lot of requested stuff.
The Wheel of Fortune game. Are you filling in words and phrases like the TV show, or is it?
No, you get the wheel and then it spins a bonus round. I get that one a lot. I get the Buffalo machines. Everybody wants to see played at higher denominations. So definitely a lot of stuff we don't have here. Cleopatra, Finks.
Do that one a lot.
Yeah.
Are there machines that they do offer in this state that are in Vegas that have different rules in the Nevada state?
I think in the U.S. all the machines are pretty much the same. Different countries definitely have different machines we've seen.
Sure.
We were in Slovakia, I think, or.
And definitely in Budapest.
Budapest. Yeah, I mean, they had a casino, and besides the fact I couldn't even read what the machine said, it was like just throwing money away. That was actually throwing money. It wasn't even enjoyable because I didn't even know what I was like. It was just like.
It's like all.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, Bucharest, Romania too.
Yeah, Romania. That was the one we were at the Marriott there, and they had a casino in there, and. We didn't go there for the casino. It just happened to be there, so we went to check it out.
Well, we did stay at the hotel because it did have the largest casino in the country.
But yeah, I had no idea what the machine said or did, and
sure.
It had like weird games. It had the auto spin, so you didn't even have to spin it. You just would spin until you had no money left. And then if you wanted to cash out, even if you were cashing out like 25 cents, or I don't even know because I couldn't figure out the money system to what I had in there and everything. But every time you wanted to cash out, a slot attendant had to come over, write a ticket. You had to go it was just very inefficient gambling. And like I said, I don't even know if I wanted. That's the one thing when you are in different countries, it is tougher because
there's a lot of math going on in your
well,
brain.
yeah, you don't really like Brian had some great hits and had that big jackpot in Singapore for I think like $3,000, but in the U.S. that may have only been $2,200.
Sure.
Or and vice versa. Yeah, I mean just so you don't even know what you're gambling and hitting.
So everybody's asking. This is actually Dan who's asking the questions. It is not T. So we've had a lot of confusion. Just wanted to clear that up.
Is that T?
So
and actually, Dan does a great job. Dan's the one who does our video editing and makes a lot of the thumbnails that you see of me in funny positions, funny faces.
Movie posters.
Movie posters.
I try to make you like the coolest guys in cinema. That's all.
So
whether it's Indiana Jones or Jason Bourne or.
And I'm trying to when Dan started with us, he didn't know anything about slot machines.
No.
Now Dan is a recognized expert throughout the world in slots.
Many hours of research.
we actually got a $5 super chat. First one.
Oh wow.
Becca Nelson
Just
says
a question.
she loves the video about yourself, new
Oh.
fan, and loves what you're doing.
Oh, well, thank you, Becca.
Good.
So
Well, great. Well, I hope we answered a lot of questions that everybody's had, and definitely everybody gambling this weekend. Good luck. I hope you guys win big. And we're always here, social media wise, outside of our YouTube channel, and on our YouTube channel, on the banner, on the little header there, we have links to all our other social media. But on Facebook, it's facebook.com/thebigjackpot_live. On Instagram, our username is thebigjackpot_live, and that's more behind the scenes stuff and different things. And we have a Twitter, which is thebigjackpot_li, because you can only have 15 characters, so we couldn't fit live. And we'll also have a Twitch account soon going. We're going to try and be streaming on multiple things. So some people now have noticed that we're streaming both on Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Yeah.
On different things. So we're playing around. Some people think YouTube is a much better connection. A lot of people on YouTube don't have access or don't have a Facebook. A lot of people on Facebook think YouTube's better.
Hopefully, by the way, when we get it all
Facebook's
together,
better. Yeah.
you find where you like to find it, and
Yeah.
it's there. So.
Well, yeah. Hopefully somebody will have a camera that can stream live everywhere.
another super chat. Now it's starting to roll in. Cam wants to know: will you live stream your suite at the Cosmo, please?
Sweet tour.
A sweet tour.
Yeah.
So since Cam asked and he gave us a super chat, I'll definitely do that for him. We can have
Just
a
a little walkthrough.
Yeah, do a little.
How
walkthrough.
big is the shower? People want to know, right?
How many? I mean, it's nice. You give you big bars of soap and all sorts of goodies you could take home.
Cool. I'd like to see that. I've actually never stayed in Vegas.
Yeah, and they have different suites. The Cosmo where we're gonna be staying at, they just redid their East Tower with new suites and different things. So it's neat. They have like different themes. One has, I've been in a few of them. One has a pool table. One has like a bird cage that a human could sit inside.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely, cool little things and nice balconies there. One thing that's unusual about the Cosmo, because it was originally built for condos, is it has balconies, so you can have a great view outside. Usually, a nice view of the Bellagio fountains.
Oh,
But a
cool. So
lot
you can see
of-
the show.
You can see the show. Maybe I'll go live and show that. But most of the hotels don't have any balconies. If you've in Vegas.
Makes a bit of sense.
Yeah.
Wow. So super chat's coming in $5 from the admin police. He wants to let everybody know that he won a hand pay on the Buffalo
Oh,
on Tuesday night. Congratulations.
congratulations! Good hit.
Made it enough to send us a super chat. Just to let us know. Cool.
Definitely appreciate it all, and look forward to once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we'll probably do a special 10,000 subscriber show sometime over the Memorial Day weekend. Otherwise, we'll see everybody Thursday night when we go live in Vegas for the first time. So, well, actually, it'll be my second time live in Vegas.
Yeah, that's true.
I had a really bad experience live the first time on Diamond Queen.
We lost a bit.
We lost it, but so hopefully I can redeem myself.
That's what I'm saying. Redemption time.
Redemption time.
Exactly. It's time for some revenge.
Maybe we need a shirt that says Pound Redemption. So, well, thank you everybody for watching and being so supportive of the channel. And everybody have a great Memorial Day weekend. And if you're going to gamble, win big.